Hello everyone, I am Crazy Dragon here with a bit of a different video today. Now, before I get started, I do want to preface this video by saying two things. Number one, none of what I am about to discuss is fact. This video is purely speculation and should only be taken as such. And number two, I will be talking about potential spoilers for Destiny 2 Season of Arrivals in this video. So if you want to be extra safe and don't want any spoilers, please leave the video now. For those of you still here, let's continue. I don't typically make these speculative videos, but I haven't seen anyone in the Destiny community talk about this, at least on the content creator side of things. I did a YouTube search and nothing came up. What I'm going to be talking about today is the possibility of an end-of-season event, potentially live event, for Destiny 2's Season of Arrivals. My evidence for this is twofold, including an emblem in the database and data mined audio. We're going to go over both pieces of evidence individually, then have a recap at the end, along with my personal theory on how this could possibly play out. Without further ado, let's get started. My first piece of evidence is one that is probably more well known. If you go onto the Destiny Companion app or on Bungie.net, then go to Collections, subsection Flare, subsection Emblems, subsection Seasonal, you'll see that it shows 43 possible emblems. However, if you do the exact same process on the Little Light mobile app or search directly on light.gg or braytech.org, you will find that there is a hidden 44th emblem in that section named Calamity Protocol. For those of you who don't know, a calamity is defined as, quote, an event causing great and often sudden damage or distress, a disaster. Sound familiar? You might notice that the name of this emblem shares similarities with another activity in the game. We'll touch on that later. Even stranger is the description of how you get this emblem. The source says that this emblem comes from a, quote, end-of-season event. This description is similar to previous special emblems, such as the Savior of the Past emblem from the Corridors of Time in the Season of Dawn, where it's just a bunch of question marks, as well as the Seraph's Wings emblem from the Almighty live event in Season of the Worthy, which says to, quote, witness Rasputin's full power. That alone should be more than enough evidence to confirm that we will be getting some sort of event later in the season. But I have one more piece of evidence to support this. A few months ago, near the beginning of Season of Arrivals, a user by the name of Relyk Terrah managed to extract and upload a 1 minute 37 second clip of some pretty ominous sound that we haven't heard in the game yet. Here, take a listen. So some pretty weird stuff there. First, we have the sound of metal and machines scraping being stretched and compressed, much like the description given in the Black Armory papers. Second, 3 different sounding sirens, none of which have been heard in the game to this day. Now, there's not much else to go on with this short audio clip, so now I'm going to give my personal theory as to how this event might play out. My initial thought, when I heard these sirens, was that we would evacuate the 4 locations that are being vaulted one by one, those being Io, Titan, Mars, and Mercury. But then I realized that wouldn't fit properly both in gameplay sense and in a story sense. There's 4 locations being vaulted and only 3 sirens, do the math. In addition to this, we know from multiple lore entries that Asher Mir, Commander Sloan, and Brother Vance are all staying on their destinations. It wouldn't make sense to evacuate them. Anna Bray, however, is evacuating Mars to come to the tower with what little of Rasputin she has left. Now, remember what I said earlier about the emblem Calamity Protocol? That it shares a similar name with another activity in the game? If your mind went to Escalation Protocol, which is conveniently also located on Mars, you are correct. My personal theory for this event is that we will have to help Anna evacuate Mars to get her supplies, and Rasputin to the tower safely. Now again, like I said at the start, literally everything I said in this video is pure speculation. But in my personal opinion, the evidence speaks for itself. Now you might be wondering, when will this theoretical event take place? Well, at the time of this recording, the Festival of the Lost is currently still live and ends on November 3rd. This is interesting because that leaves a 1-week window between the end of the festival and Beyond Light's release date. That would be the perfect time to execute an event like this, right before those destinations get vaulted. If you'll remember, the Almighty Live event took place only 3 days before Season of the Worthy ended, so a 1-week time frame for this event isn't entirely out of the question. My only hope is that if this event does happen, that Bungie will give us proper notice well in advance. But that's going to be it for today. What do you guys think of this theory? Are we going to see another live event in Destiny 2? Am I talking completely out of my ass? Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video or live stream. Peace.